welcome back, mamas. Welcome back to another episode of To the Moms podcast with your hosts, Kathy and Amaris. Hi, guys. How
Hello,
are you?
guys.
A long time no see. I've
Welcome
missed
back.
you, girl. Like seeing you.
I know. It's been like what, a month now?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah, maybe.
It's crazy. But this
Mhm.
episode, we're kind of like updating you guys on my pregnancy, all the things, what's been happening. I
Mhm.
kind of touched a little bit that I was pregnant, but I never went into the details or anything. It was
Nope.
kind of like nonchalant.
Very
Like I kind
nonchalant.
of like threw it in there. Like I don't even think you guys like
Picked
caught
it up.
it or
Yeah.
picked it up. But yeah, I found out I was pregnant back in April on Easter Day, which is crazy. It was quite the surprise, you guys. I'm
Mhm.
still in shock. I'm still in shock. But I just want to talk to you guys about this pregnancy because it's been a completely different experience than my pregnancy with Grayson, like just
Mhm.
completely night and day. Um, First of all, my first trimester was absolutely horrible. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, throwing up all the time, nausea 24/7, miserable. I had a little bit of prenatal depression too, where I just felt so unmotivated, so sad every day. But I think it's because physically I was just not feeling well. And that really takes
Right.
a toll on you. Like every day,
Mhm.
you wake up feeling like shit. You go to sleep
Yep.
waking up like shit. That's going to do a number to you.
Mhm.
And it definitely did a number on me. Like it was just so rough. I didn't want to go anywhere because I just felt horrible. And I did
Yeah.
not experience that with Grayson. Like like maybe a little bit of nausea. I was going back through like my YouTube videos
Mhm.
and I experienced it, but maybe for like a week or two. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
anything crazy.
Insane.
And I don't
Mhm.
think I had it all day. Like I think I had morning sickness,
Mhm.
like in the mornings, but
Yeah.
then it would go away. But this pregnancy has been constant. Oh my god, it's been horrible. Um, but yeah, I've been seeing my same doctor. I knew I wanted to stick with the same doctor. Um, so the appointments, everything looks great as far as the pregnancy. Baby looks amazing. Everything is right on track. My due date is December 25th, which is pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
When they told me that, also my calculations were so wrong. When I went in for my
Right.
first ultrasound, they were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, like what date do you have in mind? Like when do you think?" And I told them, they're like, "Yeah, you're off." I think I was off by like 2 weeks or something like
Oh,
that.
wow. Wow.
Yeah, and she was like, "You're due Christmas Day," and I was like, "What? That's so
Christmas Day.
crazy!" Like, it's kind of cool, but wild
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
But today, is it today? No, yesterday. As of
Mhm.
yesterday, I'm officially in my second trimester, you guys.
Woohoo!
So
Yay.
yeah, and I think I'm slowly starting to feel better energy
Yeah.
wise.
Mhm.
Oh
That's
my
that's
god.
what they say. First trimester is terribly insane, but second trimester,
Yeah.
you feel beautiful, you feel great, you have all this
No, it's
energy.
so true
Yeah.
because aside from being nauseous all the time in the first trimester, I was so tired. All
Yeah,
I
that
wanted to
too.
do was be on the couch all day in bed. I literally could not do anything. I couldn't cook. I
Mhm.
couldn't clean. I couldn't do anything. But
Right.
now I have all this motivation. I was like, I think I'm in nesting mode. Like, I just want to do all the things. I want to
Right.
organize. I want to organize all the rooms.
Mhm.
But I just had my cervical cerclage.
Yeah.
And if you guys are not familiar, when I was pregnant with Grayson, I had a cervical cerclage at 14 weeks. And that's kind of just to keep the baby intact, prevent my water from breaking early, which is what happened in
Mhm.
my first pregnancy.
Mhm.
Um, the experience with Grayson, like with the cerclage, was fairly smooth.
Okay.
I think the hardest part was the removal process
Mhm.
because when they remove it, it's with no
With no
medication.
meds, yeah.
Yeah, so that
Mm.
was really painful. But this time around, again, completely different experience. So I'm going to share a little bit about what I went through this week because it was not
Yeah.
fun.
Right. Yeah.
It was not fun. So, uh, a day before the procedures, my procedure was on Wednesday, the surgery. Hospital called me just to kind of confirm my arrival time. Initially, it was going to be at 10:45 in the morning. They pushed it to 2 o'clock, which is no big
Mhm.
deal. Timing wise, everything was right on track. So I was worried because you never know, especially with the high risk
Yeah.
doctor. I know with Grayson, um, at the hospital, we had to wait a little bit because he had an emergency C-section. You just never know
Oh,
like what could
yeah.
come up. But no, everything was on track. Anesthesiologist came to the room, the doctor, just to kind of let us know what was about to happen, blah, blah, blah. So we get to the OR and they're prepping me. The epidural, everything was really fast compared
Mm-hmm.
to my first. I did feel like the anesthesia process was a little too fast.
Hmm.
I felt like
Okay.
with Grayson, they kind of like, I don't know, they were like more nurturing, like the
Yeah.
residents that were there and the nurse. And
Mm-hmm.
they were kind of explaining to me, like, okay, so this is what's going to happen. You're going to be hunched over. Like this time around, it was like, okay, like hunch over. We're 1, 2, 3, go. And I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
really fast. But everyone was really nice. Like
Yeah.
everyone was very sweet. I got to meet everyone beforehand, which I liked. Like I know last time there were a few interns, I guess, or would they be interns? Interns? I don't know.
Yeah. Or yeah. Resident. Yeah. Something
Like a
like
step
that.
below resident. I don't know.
Okay. So maybe like clinical studies or
I
something.
don't know, but there were a few of
Yeah.
them in the room. There were a lot less people this time around.
Hmm.
It was one resident, a nurse, my anesthesiologist, and like two other people that my dog, maybe like 6 people in the room. Last time it
Yeah.
was a lot more. Um, so yeah, they put the needle in me. That was what I was most scared of because that needle fucking hurts. It's like
Mm-hmm.
this big.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, I was like feeling numb. They prop me. The way they prop you is so weird. It's like it's this table with two extenders for your legs. So they
Mm-hmm.
kind of put your legs up and then they incline you back. It's like the most vulnerable, weirdest position because
Yeah.
like your vagina is just out.
Like hello.
Yeah, yeah, and you're like inclined, so it's like you feel a little lightheaded. It's very
Yeah.
weird. So
Interesting.
yeah, so he's like going in, whatever, and then first half of the surgery, I start feeling this pinching, like it feels like right above my cervix, maybe, and I'm
Yeah.
cramping. I'm like, that hurts. And I'm telling the anesthesiologist, and she's like, but it's just pressure, right? And I'm like, no, like, this hurts, this hurts, this hurts. But my doctor's like, I'm almost done. Like, literally, like a couple more minutes. But those couple of minutes felt like
Or like.
so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was kind of getting mad at the anesthesiologist because in any kind of surgery, like the anesthesiologist, that's like your bestie. Like they're right there with
Right.
you, you know? Like I've
Right.
only had great experiences with anesthesiologists. I know with my
Mm-hmm.
C-section, like we were talking the whole time, even though I was like a hot mess. This girl was nice, but she was like on her phone. I'm like, at one point, I was like,
Oh.
can you distract me, please? I don't like, can you ask me questions? Like, can you tell
Yeah.
me, like, where do you live? And
Yeah.
because just to kind of help distract me. And she was like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah, yeah, of course. I do feel like she was like young, a little bit
Yeah.
young, and not
Yeah.
that there's anything wrong with young doctors,
But she
but
was just very inexperienced.
I felt,
Yeah.
I felt like she was
Mm-hmm.
inexperienced. Um, so, anyways, I managed to get through that. I was just kind of like powering through and got through that. And then they put you in like the post op room.
Mm-hmm.
So, the surgery itself was probably like 15 minutes from start
Oh,
to
okay.
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, from start to finish, 15 minutes. They put you in the post op room, and you kind of have to wait. It's like phase one of
Yeah.
recovery. And that pinching feeling was just getting worse and worse and worse. I was cramping so bad to the point that I was having like trouble breathing through it.
Oh shit.
Kind of felt like like contractions. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It was very intense, like cramping. I don't even know how to explain it, but it just hurts so bad. And I'm like, and they're like, okay, we're gonna give you Tylenol, and the Tylenol didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Um, and it sucks. It's like they're like, okay, take the Tylenol, but it's gonna take like 15 minutes to kick in. So I'm like waiting there 15 minutes. I'm trying to breathe through this. I'm just trying to think happy thoughts to get me through it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Then they're like, okay, we're gonna give you forgot the name of it, but it's kind of like ibuprofen.
Mm-hmm.
They give me that and I'm like, okay, how long does that take to kick in? They're like 10, 15 minutes again. So I'm like, Great. Nothing. Doesn't do
Oh,
anything. And at this point, I'm crying. Like, I'm in tears. Like, I'm like holding onto the bed like this.
oh my
I'm
God.
crying. Like, the tears are just coming out of me because the pain is so intense. And they're like, do you want us to bring your husband in? Because at phase one, they don't really allow your, like, whoever you're with to be with
Mm-hmm.
you. But
Yeah.
because in that moment I was like so distraught, they were like, what, we're gonna bring him in.
Yeah.
And Blue, like, he felt so bad. He's like, oh my God, this is just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, okay, we're gonna give you morphine.
Mm.
um I've had experience with morphine before. It never does anything to
It
me.
does nothing to me too.
Really? Yeah, so that
Yeah.
I did I felt the same. Then they tried to put an ice pack on me. That made it worse. um I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so I was just in so much pain. And then they brought me into phase two. And then what happened? Oh, they're like, try to eat a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your body probably needs some energy, blah blah blah. Took a couple bites and I threw up. I had a
Mm.
feeling I was gonna throw up because I always throw up after anesthesia.
Yeah.
And then I felt better. After I threw up, I felt
Mm-hmm.
better.
Okay.
Which was great. So I'm like, okay. And they're like, so I'm like, okay, like, at what point can I go home? What can I expect after this? They told
Mm-hmm.
me in the beginning, like, oh, you should be home by like 5 o'clock, whatever, you should be
Yeah.
done. Like, anesthesia takes, the spinal anesthesia takes about like 1 to 3 hours to wear off. That
Mm-hmm.
was not the case for me this time
Yeah.
around. Um, they were like, well, you can go home after you are able to use the bathroom. So the first sensation that you get when the spinal wears off is your leg. So I was able to start walking, and
Mm-hmm.
my walking got better. So I was able to walk, which was great. And then the nurses are like, "Well, you still have to pee," and I'm like, "My muscles." This part was pissing me off because they're like, "You have to pee. Like, just sit on the toilet and just try to pee." And I'm like, "My muscles are not working. Like,
Yeah.
they're not working." They're like, I don't think that, like, they were getting like what I was telling them.
Yeah.
Um, you guys, hours go by. At this point, I think it's like, I don't remember what time, 8 or something
At night.
at night, and they're like, they're about to close that department, so they're trying to figure out what to do with me. I'm the only
Mm-hmm.
one there, and they're like, well, we think we're gonna send you to another department to stay there. But before we do, we're gonna call your doctor and let him know like what the situation is.
Yeah.
So they call my doctor, and he's like, and they're like, what's going on? Like, why hasn't she gone home yet? Blah blah blah. And they're like, well, she's saying that she's still unable to pee, that she still has no sensation. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to anesthesiologist.
Mm.
Basically, long story short, the anesthesiologist put too much anesthesia in the wrong spot.
Oh my God.
So there was like a part that I was able to feel, which was that
Yeah.
pinching and cramping, but then she put too much to the point that it just wasn't wearing off in
Yeah.
time. So he's like, well, to empty her bladder, just put a catheter in her, send her home, and if she doesn't pee within 6 hours, just tell her to go to the ER. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, great. Like, at least I got to go home, right?
Yeah.
So one of the nurses, she's putting the catheter in me. She's like, okay, like, breathe in. This is gonna pinch. And I'm like, I don't feel anything. At that point, they're like, oh, you're still numb. I'm like, that's what I've been trying to tell you people. They're like, you don't feel that? I'm like, no, nothing's working. Because, catheters, have you had a catheter put in?
I did with
That is
Thane.
painful.
Yes, yes. I had a similar experience with Thane when anesthesiologist. I guess this whatever
Yeah.
happened to you happened to me, where they put too much on one side, so I still have sensation on my left side, so I could not pee, and they were like, "It's time for you to pee." I had to put they put the catheter in me, and I fucking felt that. I was like, "Ouch, that hurts, that hurts." They were like, "Ooh, you're actually not supposed to feel that. I'll be right back." I don't know what happened next, because afterwards I was like, "Oh my god, what?" Oh, that's what happened. They told me to be on my left so that the medicine can like go
the transfer over.
Yeah, so once they did that, they did the catheter in me. So yeah,
just the thought of a catheter. Oh my god, it just gives
I
me
would never. But continue on.
But yeah, so much pee came out, like TMI. And then again, she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Like, breathe in." I'm like, I don't feel this. Like,
Yeah.
this is not nothing.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, thankfully I was able to go home. But the whole time I was stressing because my parents were watching Grayson, and I just had all
Right.
this mom guilt. Like, they've been there all this time. Like, I don't know. And then if I don't end up going to the bathroom, like, what am I going to do with Grayson? Like, should he go home with my parents? Like, all of these things were running through my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I got home, my mom made me food. She gave me a tea. I'm laying down with Grayson, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, like, I feel my butt. I could feel my butt. I go to the bathroom and I pee, and I was
You
so
are.
happy.
You're like, yeah, I did pee in the potty.
Yes, I'm like, I don't have to go to the ER.
Yeah.
So grateful for that. And so
Mm-hmm.
this was Wednesday night, you guys. The next day was tough as far as recovery goes. Like, going to the bathroom sucks. Feeling a little bit better today,
Oh, that's
but
good.
going to the bathroom, like, it's like burning, a stinging sensation every time
Oh
you
shit.
pee, and there's blood. It's just not a good time. Yeah.
Were
You're,
you like that before, like with Grayson, when you had the
I
cerclage done?
just don't know. You know how they say, like, when you become pregnant, or after you have your first, like, everything just kind of goes out the window
Kind of,
a little
yeah.
bit. It's like you
Yeah.
forget about all the hardships you went through, because
Yeah.
you just do what you have to do. And, like, I don't know, it's kind of like one of those things for me. I
Yeah.
feel it's
Mm-hmm.
like I almost forgot.
Right.
I don't remember it being that bad, but maybe it was. I don't know. Like,
Interesting.
recovery, I don't
Cause
know.
cause you said when you pee it stings, right?
Yeah.
To me
Which
that
they
sounds like oh they did tell
Yeah,
you
yeah,
that what
yeah.
happened? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. And it's
okay.
in, like, my paperwork and everything. That's just
Oh,
fine. And the
okay.
blood too.
Okay.
Um and, like, every time I stand up, sit down, the
Mm-hmm.
stairs have been, like, really hard.
Yeah.
Um but today I'm, like, starting to feel so much better.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have this energy to want to do so much. But I have to be
Mm-hmm.
on bed rest for 3 days, and then, like,
Yeah.
slowly I can, get back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Um, One thing they told me, though, that I was very happy about during surgery, was that my cerclage gets removed during C-section.
Mm.
When they
That's
told me
good.
that, I was like, oh my God, like, yes, like,
Hallelujah.
you're telling me, like, I'm not gonna feel anything. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're like, it's gonna be, like, the best experience.
Good. That's good. Did
So
they say why?
no,
Oh, okay.
they didn't say why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
So
exciting.
yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
that
I wonder if it's because the first time you got it, they said that that's what they'll let labor kick in naturally. Because I think
yeah.
they thought
Yes,
you were just
yes,
gonna go into labor,
yes.
but you
I
didn't.
did it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grayson was like, I'm
Yeah,
comfy.
there are, like, a lot of women go into labor, like right after. So they remove
Right.
it, like, as soon as you hit full term, which is
Yeah.
37 weeks. That's
Mm-hmm.
when I had mine removed.
Yeah.
Um and then, yeah, just let nature take its course. So yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's like one
Yeah.
less thing to worry about. Because I remember you talked about how like that experience
I
was
would
like
I
really
would die.
painful.
I would
Yeah.
freaking die.
I remember when you first texted me about it, how they did the
Yeah.
first one. I think there was
I
like
didn't even
five. I think you thought there was
some
like four, something like that.
Yeah.
And they were like last one, and you
I
were
was like,
like
what? I thought there was only
last
one
one.
stitch.
Yeah, yeah. And there was like three or something like
Oh my
that.
God. And you
And then
hear,
you had
like,
to
the
mentally put. mentally.
No, it's wild. Like, why do they do that with no medical and, like, no medication?
I guess
That
because it's just too much for the body and
I
the baby
guess
to
at that point,
handle
yeah.
at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a crazy experience. And I told Lo, I was like, I am never going through this again. Like,
Yeah. You told him like
I
this
can't.
our last
No,
baby.
this is the last one, you guys. I don't think my body I can't. Like,
I
it's
don't blame
crazy.
you. I
It's
don't blame
crazy.
you. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
amazing what some women have to go through in
Yeah.
order to like carry a baby, period, or carry a baby like full term. Like
No, it's
no one
insane.
talks about this. Like you're the only person that I know with a short cervix that needs a cerclage, you know?
Yeah. I'm the
Like
only
it's
person
crazy.
that I know too. I think
Yeah.
the other day, someone commented on a TikTok video that I posted. This girl from Jersey, actually, she was like, "Oh, my two babies were Cerclage babies," and I was like, "Oh my god, no
Oh
way!"
wow.
I've never like met anyone that has had a Cerclage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I my next appointment is in 2 weeks to check on the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like excited to see what the baby looks like next. And we just did
Yeah.
the NIPT test, and which tests for like abnormalities, and you can find out the gender. We did that
Mm-hmm.
on Monday, so should
Mm.
be finding out any day.
Oh, are you guys excited to find out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. I know
uh,
the last time with Grayson, you kept it a
till birth.
surprise until birth.
Yeah.
So, what made you guys decide that?
I don't know. I feel like this time around, I just don't have the self control.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah,
just, I don't know. And also too, like I just don't want to constantly remind the
the doctor.
technicians and the doctor, like, don't tell me, don't tell me.
Mm.
That's stressful.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because you're just like, no, we want to be surprised, and then God
Yeah.
forbid if it slips up, it's like
Yeah. And I
just
also want to
devastating.
like better prepare too. And better prepare
Yeah.
Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like itching to know.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all itching to
I
know.
know.
We're all itching to know. The other day, Cirilla, I don't know how it was brought up, but Cirilla was like, I want another boy cousin. I was like, you want another boy
So
cousin?
cute. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but like
She's like,
she wasn't sure, and I was like, well, Kathy could either have a boy or a
yeah.
girl. Like we won't know until she like
Yeah.
tells us. She's like, oh, well
Yeah.
then I want a girl cousin. I can't wait
Oh,
to play with her
oh
and
my
this and
God.
that and blah blah. I was like,
Oh my God.
she's so cute.
I feel like this is a girl,
Mhm.
but I mean, it's weird because I don't care what I have. Like, I'll be happy
Right.
either way.
Mhm.
But I know we were talking a little bit about gender disappointment because
Mhm.
I was asking you
Yeah.
about your pregnancy,
Mhm.
Cirilla. Not, I don't know how to word this without it sounding bad. I'm just going to say it,
Yeah.
but
Just
like,
say it.
okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have gender disappointment either way, like a little bit.
Mhm.
Because one, this is my last baby.
Mhm.
If I find out it's a boy, it's like, okay, that's cool. Like Grayson has like a little buddy, but
Mhm.
then on the other side, it's like, then I'm never gonna be able to experience being a girl mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then if it's a girl, again, I'm gonna be like, okay, this is great. I get to be a girl mom, but I don't
Mhm.
know, like, is she gonna have that like a really good relationship with Grayson? Like,
Mhm.
I just don't know.
I felt the same way. I was like,
Like
I
I'm gonna be
can't
a
wait
little
to
sad either
know.
way, which
Yeah,
makes no
yeah. It
sense.
makes no sense at all, but I totally get what you're saying because with when I was pregnant with Cirilla, my second,
Yeah,
I was like, it would be really cool if we had our
right.
boys
It's like
and the
they're
boys
best
are
friends, and
upstairs. They get to share
yeah,
rooms. We don't have to worry about it.
yes,
But
yeah,
at the same time, I do want a little girl. But then
yeah.
you also think about like, are they going to be best buds or are they always going to be fighting? And this was before
That's what. Yeah,
we truly thought Thane was autistic. So like
right, right.
knowing what we know now, I think it wouldn't have mattered what we wanted.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Right,
At like
right,
that point. But
right.
yeah, I think what you feel is totally,
Yeah.
totally normal because I felt the same way. Like I remember I went through Thane's
Mm-hmm.
baby clothes, I think 2 or 3 times. And I like separated neutral ones I will keep. And then I had like the boy pile. And then I went through it again. I was looking through the boy pile and I was just like looking at it and just feeling disappointed. I was like,
How
damn, I
early
really
did you
do
do
want.
that?
I did it
Like sorting.
early.
I
Like
kind of want to do
sorting.
that right now.
I, I think I did it around your time because you find out what you're having at your 20-week anatomy scan, right? Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
at the 20-week
yeah.
anatomy
If
scan.
you don't do the blood test, then yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I wish I would have known, but I had to wait for the anatomy scan to find out. So that was what, like 18 weekish. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
I started doing that now at your
Yeah.
time, and then I did it again once more. And then I kind of did it again once more because I think my cousin was pregnant too, and she knew she was having a boy because she did the blood test, and I was like, well, I know I don't want these boy clothes. Excuse me. But yeah, the moment I found out I was having a girl, I was like, yeah. Again, I would have been happy with whatever one, but your feelings are totally valid.
Yeah, I just have so many emotions. I feel like I'd be scared to have a girl because it's just it's like completely different parenting.
Yeah.
But also too, like I was telling Blue earlier, because he was in the back with Grayson, and they were just digging up worms and stuff. And then I was like, maybe it'd be nice to have a girl, like someone that I could do stuff that I like to do, like play salon and hair, like nails, like that's fun for me. Like digging up worms is not nasty. Fun for me. I love Grayson, but it is tough sometimes to play with him because he's a boy's boy. Like he just likes to get down and dirty, and I don't. So it's a little tough,
Yeah.
So Blue does a lot more of the playing with Grayson, I would say. Like he does more outings with him because that's their thing. They like to be out in nature and get dirty and work bugs and stuff. And I'm just not about that life.
No, same. Sometimes Cirilla can like tag along because like unfortunately like her brother is autistic, so that sibling play is like non-existent for her. So she'll tag along to do whatever she wants to do. And your son likes to dig up worms and save their lives. My kid loves to dig up bugs and kill them. Like they will take like as random as this, and he'll see an ant and go.
Grayson
and Cirilla will be like, get it, you got it there. And I'm just like, they're bonding.
Yeah.
They're bonding.
Yeah. So yeah, I just can't wait to know, and I'll definitely share with you guys as soon as we know, like on the next episode.
Yeah. What has your family voiced what they wanted?
Everyone wants a girl.
Oh,
everyone wants a girl. And my dad swears it's a girl. He's like, I know it's a girl. Yeah.
What does your stepson want?
A girl. He wants a girl.
Oh, really?
He's like, if I have another brother, because he has three brothers.
That's right, because he has
He has three brothers. So he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I have another brother. Yeah, he desperately wants a girl.
Oh my god, that makes me want to cry.
Every day he's asking me, did you find out? Yeah. So.
Oh my goodness, that is funny.
Crazy. It's really cool. I'm really excited though.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I just can't wait. I can't wait for December. Like I can't wait.
I know. I'm like, can we just snap our fingers?
Skip to the good part.
Oh my god! You need to make a TikTok about that.
Yes.
You need to make a TikTok. Oh gosh. And then she's here. You can reveal her for like Christmas or her. Oh my god, I just said her. Reveal it for like Christmas.
For Christmas. Oh my gosh.
That'd be so cute.
I know.
To the good part. I do have like a whole bag or two of like 3T girl clothes, and I'm just waiting. It's just sitting there collecting dust, and like that's all I have is like 3T because I gave a lot to my friend and my cousin, so I'm just like, I need to know so I can clean up.
No, and again, I need to know because if it's a girl,
you have to go shopping.
I have to go shopping, and oh my gosh, the amount of stuff that I can get rid of.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes. It's gonna clear up like at least 3 bins in the basement right now.
It's like it's such a bittersweet feeling knowing the gender because just like you said, you're either cleaning out or you're storing again. Sorting through everything. Like you go through all the emotions with baby number 2, and then with me, and I know it's gonna happen with you. You're gonna look at an outfit and you're gonna just remember all the days that Grayson was in that specific outfit, what you guys did and everything. And if it's worth saving because it's like gender neutral, or if it's not, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I can't wait. Like then dressing your second child, you get so excited dressing them. Like I think I changed Cirilla's outfit throughout the night multiple times because I was like, I remember when I had this on your brother, and I'm just like,
I cannot wait for that. And I just know this time around I'm going to cherish the newborn stage so much more because I know what to expect.
Yeah.
I know how fast it goes. I
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that at the time, being a first time mom. So
Yeah.
because of that, I just know I'm going to enjoy that stage so much more. And
Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait for it.
Yeah. You're gonna appreciate every
Yeah.
cry that the baby does
Yeah.
in the middle of the night.
I
Anytime you
know.
gotta change a poopy diaper, it just becomes like
Yeah.
not like it becomes worth it. Not like the first time around it's worth it. I know for us, the first time around, it was just like, okay, okay, you got it. The
Yeah.
second time, we're just like, but
Right.
it's okay, baby. I got
Yeah.
you. You enjoy it. You're less anxious. You're
Yes. I
a
can't
little less
wait for that.
nervous.
I was so a nervous wreck my first.
Same.
Now I just know the second is always like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's okay. You'll be fine. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's good.
I know. So that is the update, you guys.
I think we're good. Is there anything else you wanted to share off the top of your head?
Mm, I don't think so.
Okay. Can't
I
wait
don't
for
think
you to
so.
do your maternity photos because you did your own the last time and they came out nice. So
I know.
I'm looking forward to all the pictures you're gonna be taking.
I think this time around we might hire a photographer to do something
Yeah.
like end of August, like on the beach, like family photos.
Oh my god, I love
I'm
that.
thinking about it. We'll see. But
I
I
love
definitely want
that.
to do something because
Mm-hmm.
I will say I haven't been documenting as much this time around because again, I've
Well, you're
just been
busy.
busy and just I was
Yeah.
feeling like crap. I don't have any bump pictures or any of that. I didn't start a journal. Nothing.
Yeah.
Today I was looking through Grayson's old ultrasound photos and I came across his scrapbook and his baby book. I'm like, I didn't even end up finishing this. So I
Mm,
promised myself um when I put him down, I'm gonna try to work on it a little bit every night and
nice.
finish it out because yeah, like what the heck. That
That's nice.
yeah.
I don't have that for neither of my
And
kids.
that's okay. That's okay. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for listening in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to check us out on our socials. We are over on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.